This beluga was born in Alaska within a large watershed known as the Cook Inlet. There are a population of belugas that reside in this bay year-round, therefore known as the Cook Inlet beluga whales. Although belugas as a species are thriving, unfortunately, this group of whale is listed as endangered due to the ongoing decline of population, leaving them at around 300 individuals. Tyonek was found stranded on September 30th, 2017, at approximately 1 month old. He was rescued from the shoreline and transported to the Alaska Sea Life Center, where he was treated and ultimately recovered from dehydration, malnutrition, and several other hardships. After being deemed non-releasable, the decision was made for Tyonek to be transported right here to SeaWorld San Antonio, so we can support the vast needs of this little life. We are happy to report that Tyonek is integrated with our pod beautifully, even participating in several of our ongoing research projects, one of which is our vocal development study. This study helps scientists identify how beluga populations are developing and pinpoint age span on pods being studied. Using this information, scientists have discovered that beluga vocal developments mirror human vocal developments. Like a child, beluga calves produce basic and rudimentary sounds. But as they age, these vocalizations get more complex. As with all the animals here at SeaWorld, we will continue to share what we can learn from Tyonek to help out his ocean counterparts. And with your help, we can keep Cook Inlet beluga whales safe and healthy for years to come right here at SeaWorld San Antonio. We hope you enjoy our presentation of ocean discovery.
Today, we want you to come with us to take a deep dive into the ocean and to discover some of the world's most fascinating creatures, the beluga whales and Pacific right-sided dolphins. Welcome to Ocean Discovery.
Beluga whales! Get over here, sir! I need a video of you. I need to discover.
For beluga whales and Pacific white-sided dolphins. Welcome USAA families to SeaWorld San Antonio. We hope you enjoy our presentation of ocean discovery. Here at SeaWorld, we have the unique opportunity to care for many different species of animals. Through this care, we can build bonds and relationships. Relationships we are so excited to share with all of you today. Whether it's our graceful and majestic beluga whales or our poised and powerful Pacific white-sided dolphins, each of our amazing animals are truly one of a kind. And today, we are thrilled to introduce you to our pod of 10 beluga whales. Our whales range in age from our youngest beluga calf named Ruick, who is only 8 months old, all the way toward adult whales like Martha, Chrissy, and Eluard, who are well within their 30s. When looking at our whales, you might notice several of their unique adaptations, setting them apart from other common whale and dolphin species. Firstly is their coloration. Belugas are born a dark gray color. This is their camouflage that allows them to blend in with their mother's shadow and go undetected by predators and prey. As they age, they become a brighter shade of white, allowing them to blend in amongst the ice floes and ice caps in their subarctic environments. You might also notice beluga whales do not have a dorsal fin. This is common to most whale and dolphin species. Instead, they have a dorsal ridge. This serves several purposes. First, the lack of a dorsal fin gives them a low profile, enabling them to swim directly beneath the ice floes and go undetected by predators and prey. Second, their dorsal ridge is thick and has a tough layer of skin over it, which they could use to push up on the ice and create their very own breathing holes. Belugas are different from other species of whales in that their neck vertebrae are not fused. Belugas can move their heads up and down and side to side. This allows these amazing animals to pick up food from the ocean floor. Another very distinguishing characteristic of beluga whales is their large, round forehead. This is called the melon. The melon is an organ used for echolocation. These whales can move and shape this organ to influence the direction and frequency of their echolocation beam, making it easier to find food and navigate in murky waters. Now, my favorite fact about these whales is they're nicknamed the canaries of the sea, due to the wide variety of sounds they can make. Let's see if some of our whales can demonstrate those sounds for you today. Those were amazing. All of these vocalizations came from their blowhole, located directly behind their heads. Whales and dolphins do not have vocal cords. In fact, they do not breathe from their mouth either. This unique location of blowhole allows these animals to breathe without lifting their heads above water, making them more efficient swimmers and hunters. Ladies and gentlemen, those are just some of our whales we get to take care of every single day. Engaging in our animals physically and mentally helps us provide the best possible care. Through this care, we can build bonds and relationships that last a lifetime. While our animals seem to be natural athletes, it's our mutual love of play that helps us build stronger connections between us. Over the past 60 years, SeaWorld has discovered that through their play leads to our discoveries. We can make these discoveries during segments of time that we spend together, known as sessions. The most important sessions we have with our animals are called relationship sessions. During this time, we can utilize all positive reinforcement techniques to build better trust between animal and trainer. Now, our animals and trainers will give you just a glimpse on how special these relationships can truly be.
Scuba dive.
Let's hear it for our beluga whales and our trainers.
Oh, my leg.
Did you know all SeaWorld parks are accredited by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums? These rigorous and scientifically based standards examine our entire operation, including animal welfare, veterinary care, conservation efforts, and education level. It is the highest accreditation that any zoo or aquarium can receive, and something we are very proud to hold. In fact, it is due to this level of care we are just one of 2 facilities in the entire United States that are able to call ourselves home to the next species you're about to meet, our Pacific white-sided dolphin. Here to tell you more about our animals and how we train the animals in our care is trainer Melissa.
Hello everyone! As Isai mentioned, we are home to a second species here. But before we meet our Pacific white-sided dolphins, we would like to give you an inside look at how we train our animals. The principles of training are the same. Whether you're training a 6-pound otter or an 8,000-pound killer whale, we use operant conditioning with an emphasis on positive reinforcement. What that means is we like to draw a lot of attention to the behaviors we'd like to see the animals do again. Today, 2 of our beluga whales, Pearl and Chrissy, are learning a center bow behavior. This is where the animals dive down to the bottom of the habitat and leap head first out of the water. The center bow is slightly different than a normal bow behavior, in which we're asking these animals to jump in a specific location, which is the center of the habitat today. We have a trainer with a long stick with a buoy on the end right in the center, and that is a target pole. Mel will be tapping the water, and that will just ask Pearl and Chrissy to jump in those specific locations. We're going to be sending Chrissy out first, and she'll be in one of our back habitats, and she'll be diving down to the bottom of that habitat. And then when Mel sees her, she is going to tap the water like you saw there to let Chrissy know exactly where we're asking her to jump in the habitat. So that was a really good try on Chrissy's part. What we're asking her to do is to do a nice straight jump. What she ended up doing is turning her body out towards you, the crowd. So we're gonna see if we can ask that again, but we might move on to Pearl next. Now it's absolutely okay if they make a mistake or get confused. What we do in those scenarios is something called an LRS, a least reinforcing scenario. We just take a quick pause for 3 seconds and then we move on in our session. So this is Pearl. That was a nice try for Pearl as well. She had great height right there. You can give them both a round of applause. We're gonna try it one more time for the both of them. And we're gonna see if they can get this behavior. I would have us tap one more time for each of them, and we're just gonna take one